Hey everybody, GP Walsh here from omschool.ca, and oh, look at me, I'm all messed up. Not a good presentation for a video, screw it, I'm just going to keep going anyway. Sometimes I just don't want to turn the camera off and start again. Everybody start tapping, that's what we're here to do. This is a tapping video, and I love tapping. I love everything about it. I love the energy that it brings. Some people say, oh, it's just a placebo. Well, there's been plenty of studies that show that it's not just a placebo, that it does have an effect. It's not really clear why it has an effect. But you know what? If it was just a placebo, who cares? Did it work? Maybe we should study placebos a bit more instead of writing them off. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to get you and me, both of us, because it's me too, more allowing to let love into your life. Love, real love, intimate love, deep love. The kind of intimacy and closeness that we all yearn for. And in fact, we human beings need. You know, there was a study done. Yeah, I'm going to go off on a little teaching before we get into the tapping. The most wonderful study done on fruit flies. You know, they study fruit flies because they don't live very long, so in a short period of time you can look at hundreds of generations and see the genetic shifts. Well, they did something I think we can all probably relate to. They took fruit flies and they gave them their normal food, but in one of the foods they put in alcohol. Now, they also took some of the male fruit flies, and they denied them access to the females. they couldn't meet the babes. And there was another group of the males that could. Well, living like that, they would give them both foods. One of the foods, the regular stuff they eat, and the other that was laced with alcohol. And guess what? The males that were denied access to the girls inevitably chose the alcohol. And the ones that did, the boys that got the girls, no interest in it whatsoever. Now, why did I tell that story? First off, it's fascinating. And secondly, it shows how we try to compensate for what we absolutely need. Now, do you have to be perfect to get love? Or can you just allow it into your life? Like now. What if there are no prerequisites? All right, let's start tapping. Even though I have been unconsciously, without knowing it, assuming that I wasn't really worthy of love, that somehow it was to be earned or gained, I'm going to love and accept myself anyway. And even though I have a hard time loving and accepting myself anyway, because I'm not lovable, which is why I don't have anybody in my life to love, or at least it's not really satisfying or complete, I'm going to open myself to just loving and accepting myself anyway. What have I got to lose? So even though I haven't been open to love, I've made all sorts of rules and prerequisites and checklists. Going too fast, aren't I? I'm open to the possibility that maybe I'm worthy and deserving of it now. And always have been. And even if I'm not, I love and accept myself anyway. Right. Tapping through the points. Love. It's not just a nice thing. It's essential for life. Without that feeling of intimacy, feeling of bonding, even with a pet or a friend, not my first choice. Without that, I feel incomplete. Something is definitely missing. What if my assumptions about love that I had to be rich enough, pretty enough, sexy enough, smart enough, clever enough, present enough, aggressive enough, have the perfect profile on Match.com. What if none of that's actually necessary? And thinking that it is the only limitation. If I'm looking to all those things, what does it mean? It means deep down, I don't think I'm lovable as I am. I've got to be something else, someone else, better. What if that's not true? What if that's always been false? A cultural blunder that's carried on from generation to generation, with love being held out as a reward for good behavior, not just being loved because, well, you're you, for no other reason. What if you didn't have to prove yourself anymore? What if you could accept that what I am, just as I am, right now, without changing one damn thing, I am lovable, worthy of love, maybe even lovable to me? Does that mean I don't want to change? I don't want to improve myself? I don't want to lose the weight or make more money or have more fun or just be a better person? Of course not. Of course not. Do I have to not like myself or reject myself in order to approve? That's a stupid thought. That's a stupid thought I hear a lot of people say. What if that's not true either? You know, it doesn't seem true. I can be really self-accepting and loving even when I'm not doing things quite well. Even when I'm totally tripping over myself. Even when I'm making the same mistake over and over again. Does that disqualify me from being loved? What if the answer is no? So I am right now choosing to open my heart and my mind and my life to a floodgate of love, to genuine, intimate love. I'm also choosing to open my wisdom eye that can discern what's actually love and me being desperate. We only get desperate because we feel cut off from love. And we don't feel worthy to get it. What if I don't need to feel desperate either? And my wisdom eye can discern. This is really progressive love. This is real. This, not so much. This I will let in. This, no. The open heart has the most beautiful guardian. I want my heart to be totally open, and I want my wisdom eye to be totally discerning. I'm allowing now both to wake up. I'm allowing myself to be loved right here, right now, just as I am, batteries included, no artificial sweeteners added, just me as I am. I felt this really need to protect myself, to not be seen because I'm not lovable yet. Someday, maybe, if I get it all right. Okay, that's today. Mission accomplished. I can actually give myself permission for that. And I recognize that my nervous system will still be operating according to the old pattern. I've been doing it all my life. Being at least partially invisible. Not really showing myself. I've probably been doing it for hundreds of lifetimes. I'm just choosing now to choose not to. And let my nervous system get that message. So even if I backslide a little and I find myself retracting, okay. That's just the old habits. That's just my nervous system trying to protect me. Bless its heart, that's what it does. It's a guard dog. And I'm just giving it permission to stand down, to relax. Instead of pushing it away, wisely inviting it in. I want to thank my whole energy system. It's been so brilliant. It helped me survive. Often times when I didn't want to. I felt so starving for genuine love. And yet it kept me alive, kept my hope alive, kept that beautiful, innocent, loving me safe for all these years. Thank you for being so loyal to me. Thank you. I love you. Deep breath. Deep breath. The breath is so important. It's not trivial that we stick it at the end of EFT sessions. And again, don't think about this too much. Just kind of sink into it. Let yourself feel it. Because what we're doing when we're doing this, while I'm speaking, because this is going on, even when I'm talking about it, or I speak too fast that you can't get the words, you can't get the words when we're doing the tapping, the message is getting in. That's what this does. It creates this sense of safety, which may feel very odd to the nervous system, but it cannot do anything but identify. It knows what it is, which suddenly kind of makes the mind's resistance and arguments less important and lets the message sink in. Because deep down, your whole body, mind, nervous system knows that you're already worthy of, you're already lovable. And you had to become somebody else in order to stay safe in the environment. And it's time to let the real you come out and play. Till next time, dear friends, GP Walsh. Namaste. Hey everybody, this is GP, and thank you. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you really like this work and you like the meaning of it, it's been beneficial and helping, please give me money. No, really, seriously, please like, share, tell your friends, advertise, buy stock, and send me money. It obviously takes a lot to keep this going. I do it all myself, all the technical work and the like. I try to keep expenses as low as possible, and every little penny helps. So if you just go over to my site, well, not my site, it's patreon.com/gpwalsh, and give me as much as you possibly can. And of course, remember, if you do, good things are going to come to you. You'll be bestowed with blessings and wonder and life and weight loss and everything you could possibly ever want. But remember, if you don't, bad things are going to happen. All right, well, bad things aren't ever going to happen, but that has nothing to do with it. But if you really like this, please help me out and let me keep doing this for little and no cost, and giving courses and meditations, all sorts of stuff to people who otherwise couldn't afford it. So help me out, friends, and I'll help you out. Let's wash each other's back. Love you. Namaste.